Have you ever experienced a coincidence so perfectly timed that it felt like the universe was trying to tell you something? What if I told you that these moments aren't random, but messages from another version of yourself, existing in a parallel dimension? Synchronicities act as bridges between realities, giving you glimpses of the possibilities that exist beyond what you can see. They offer you guidance, alignment, and a deeper connection to your spiritual self. Curious about how these signs can change the course of your life? Keep reading. What you're about to discover may just transform the way you navigate your reality. Synchronicities are like little miracles that pop up in everyday life. Those seemingly unexplainable coincidences, like running into someone you were just talking about or constantly seeing the same numbers at key moments, are examples of how different versions of yourself may be reaching out across parallel realities. In many cases, these synchronicities act as an invisible bridge, connecting you to your other dimensions. Think about it, like when you have a strong gut feeling about an important decision. That intuitive pull might be more than just instinct. It could be guidance from a parallel version of you who's already made that choice in another reality. These moments aren't just random, they're spiritual signals aligning your path with your higher self, showing you a glimpse of what's possible in alternative timelines. For example, have you ever had a day where everything seemed to fall into place perfectly? That's not just luck. It could be synchronicity in action, aligning your current reality with a more harmonious version of yourself from another dimension. When you're in tune with these spiritual signals, life seems to flow effortlessly, as if you're being gently nudged in the right direction by forces beyond your immediate awareness. These synchronicities often occur at moments of deep personal reflection, like during meditation or after setting a powerful intention. The more you open yourself to spiritual growth and alignment, the more frequently you'll notice these events. And they're not just here to surprise you, they're here to guide you, offering wisdom from a higher source, your higher self, who's already navigating multiple dimensions. One powerful practice to amplify these experiences is mindfulness. When you're present in the moment, you start to recognize the subtle signs that point towards deeper meaning. Seeing repeated numbers, hearing a song with lyrics that feel like a personal message, or crossing paths with someone unexpectedly, these are all ways the universe communicates with you. These signs are clues, guiding you towards spiritual growth and greater alignment with your higher purpose. As you begin to notice these synchronicities, you'll start to feel more connected not only to your higher self, but also to the different timelines you might be living out in parallel. These moments remind you that you are far more than just this single version of yourself. You are a multidimensional being, and each dimension offers a different perspective on your spiritual journey. For those just beginning to explore these ideas, meditation can be an excellent way to open the door to this type of spiritual awareness. By calming the mind and focusing on your breath, you can increase your sensitivity to the subtle energy shifts around you. And in those quiet moments, synchronicities become more apparent, almost as if they were waiting for you to notice them. Some people find it helpful to keep a journal of these occurrences. Writing down your experiences with synchronicities not only helps you remember them, but it also allows you to reflect on how they connect to your broader spiritual path. Over time, you may begin to see patterns emerge, offering you insights into the decisions you've made and the directions your life is taking. In essence, synchronicities serve as gentle reminders that you're not alone in this journey. You're walking hand in hand with the various versions of yourself, each one contributing to your growth and evolution. These moments are not just coincidences, they are messages, guiding you towards a more aligned, spiritually awakened version of yourself. Let this be a starting point for understanding how synchronicities can open the doors to greater dimensions of experience. There's much more to discover about the role they play in your decisions, your growth, and your connection to your higher self and parallel dimensions. Synchronicities aren't just random events, they're spiritual breadcrumbs leading you to deeper truths. When you start noticing these patterns, it's a sign that you're aligning with something greater than yourself. They serve as whispers from parallel dimensions, letting you know that you're not just moving through time and space by chance. Instead, you're weaving through a spiritual tapestry that connects you to different versions of yourself. Think of synchronicities as messages from your parallel selves. Each synchronicity is like a note passed to you from another reality, nudging you in a direction that aligns with your higher purpose. Maybe you've noticed certain numbers repeating, or found yourself at the right place at the right time. These aren't coincidences, they're spiritual signals trying to get your attention, showing you the interconnection between your current life and the alternate dimensions you exist in. For example, seeing repeating numbers like 111 or 444 can be a form of spiritual confirmation. It's a signal from your higher self that you're on the right path. In moments of doubt, these synchronicities can provide a sense of reassurance, reminding you that there's a larger plan at work, even if you can't fully see it yet. They offer glimpses into the unseen forces guiding your spiritual growth. Interpreting these spiritual messages requires tuning in and paying attention to your feelings when these synchronicities occur. Are you at a crossroads in life? Are you seeking answers? These moments often come when your higher self is trying to communicate an important message, possibly from a version of you that has already faced similar challenges in a different timeline. It's as if your parallel self is stepping in to guide you through the lessons they've already learned. Synchronicities also reflect your spiritual alignment. When you're in sync with your higher purpose, these signs appear more frequently. They're like a cosmic wink, letting you know that you're on the right track. And the more you follow these signs, the more aligned you become with your spiritual path, creating a positive feedback loop of growth and manifestation. On a deeper level, synchronicities show you the interconnectedness between all dimensions of reality. Every action, every thought, and every intention you have ripples across different timelines. What happens here affects your parallel selves, and vice versa. When you're open to these spiritual signs, you begin to see the connections between your life and the other dimensions you're influencing. For those seeking more meaning in their spiritual journey, it's crucial to reflect on these synchronicities. Take a moment when one occurs and ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me right now? Often, these signals point towards areas in your life that require your attention or adjustment. It could be a gentle nudge to follow a new path, embrace a challenge, or trust that you're exactly where you need to be. As you delve deeper into the spiritual meaning behind synchronicities, you'll start to notice how they create a sense of flow in your life. These moments of divine timing are not just spiritual phenomena, they're opportunities to make aligned choices that move you closer to your higher self and your ultimate purpose. Incorporating practices like meditation and mindfulness can help you stay attuned to these spiritual messages. The more centered and present you are, the easier it becomes to interpret the subtle signs that appear in your day-to-day life. Meditation, in particular, opens the door to clearer communication with your higher self, allowing you to receive and understand these interdimensional messages with more clarity. When you begin to trust the process and follow the signs, you start to notice a shift. Life becomes more effortless, and decisions feel less daunting. You start to see synchronicities as more than just a pleasant surprise, they become powerful tools for spiritual guidance and personal evolution, guiding you through the maze of alternate realities that are always influencing your journey. Learning to identify synchronicities is like tuning into a hidden radio frequency. These events, though subtle, are often powerful signs of connection between your current reality and parallel dimensions. They're more than just coincidences, they're messages from the universe, or more specifically, from other versions of yourself existing in different timelines. The key is being present and mindful enough to recognize them when they occur. One common way synchronicities appear is through repeating patterns, especially with numbers. Have you ever noticed the same sequence of numbers popping up again and again, like seeing 1111 on a clock or receiving a bill that's exactly $111? These aren't random, they're interdimensional nudges, trying to grab your attention. It's like your parallel self is giving you a heads up that you're moving in the right direction or need to pay attention to something important. Synchronicities can also take the form of unusual events or chance encounters. You might bump into someone you were just thinking about or come across information that perfectly answers a question you've been wrestling with. These moments are not mere accidents, they are spiritual signals from other dimensions, indicating that your current path is intersecting with an alternate version of your timeline. When you start noticing these things more frequently, it's a sign that you're becoming more attuned to the spiritual guidance flowing between realities. To become more sensitive to these signs, a helpful practice is to keep a synchronicity journal. Whenever you notice something that feels too coincidental, jot it down. Over time, you'll begin to see patterns, and those patterns can offer profound insights into your spiritual journey. For instance, if you repeatedly encounter certain symbols, numbers, or people at pivotal moments, it may be a message from your parallel self urging you to make a decision or change course. Another way synchronicities show up is through your emotions and instincts. Have you ever felt an overwhelming sense of peace or excitement just before something significant happens? These emotional cues are often linked to spiritual guidance coming from other dimensions. They can act as confirmations that you're aligned with the best possible timeline for your growth. Trusting these feelings is key to interpreting the synchronicities that appear in your life. One practical example, let's say you're considering a big career change, and suddenly you keep hearing about the same industry or job role from different sources. Maybe a friend mentions it in conversation, you see an article on it, and then you randomly meet someone in that field. These are synchronicities showing up as signals from a parallel dimension where you've already made that leap. It's your other self encouraging you to explore that path. Meditation is another powerful tool for recognizing synchronicities. When you quiet your mind and become more present, you're better able to notice the subtle cues the universe is sending your way. In these moments of stillness, you may find clarity about what certain synchronicities mean for your spiritual journey. Meditation opens the door for clearer communication with your higher self and the alternate dimensions you're connected to. Mindfulness throughout your day is also essential. By being fully present in each moment, you can catch the small details that point to larger spiritual truths. It's easy to brush off coincidences as meaningless, but when you're attuned to the spiritual realm, you'll start to see how everything is interconnected. The more you practice mindfulness, the more frequently these signs will appear, and the easier it will be to interpret their meanings. Synchronicities are not just personal, they can also show up on a collective level. Sometimes you may notice trends or patterns happening around you, like multiple people talking about the same topic or a theme that keeps appearing in your life. This could be a sign that you're aligned with a larger shift happening in the collective consciousness. Your connection to parallel dimensions isn't just about personal growth, it also ties into the evolution of the world around you. In the end, identifying synchronicities is about becoming more aware of the subtle ways in which the universe speaks to you. These signs are gifts, guiding you along your spiritual path, helping you to make decisions, and showing you that you're not navigating this journey alone. They are the gentle whispers from other dimensions, reminding you that you are part of something much larger than yourself. Synchronicities have a profound effect on the choices we make, often influencing us in ways that go beyond our conscious understanding. These moments of alignment offer glimpses into alternate realities, where different versions of ourselves have already made certain decisions. It's almost like you're getting a sneak peek into how those choices have played out in another timeline, giving you a sense of guidance in your current one. For example, you might be at a crossroads, unsure of which path to take. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, a series of synchronicities appear. Maybe you keep hearing about a certain career, or you suddenly run into people connected to an opportunity you've been considering. These are not just coincidences, they are signs from parallel dimensions showing you which path might align best with your higher purpose. Your other selves have already made similar decisions, and now you're receiving clues about the potential outcomes. In moments of decision-making, synchronicities often act as gentle nudges. They won't force you to choose one way or another, but they provide you with valuable insight. If you pay attention, you'll notice how these signs seem to appear at exactly the right time, offering you reassurance or redirecting your focus. These spiritual signals can be especially powerful when they show up during critical life decisions, such as career changes, relationships, or major life transitions. One interesting aspect of synchronicities is how they reflect the interconnectedness between all the versions of yourself across different dimensions. When you make a choice here, it ripples through parallel timelines, affecting other versions of you. In the same way, decisions made by your parallel selves can influence the synchronicities you experience in this reality. It's a dynamic, interdimensional exchange of energy and information that guides you toward the most aligned path. Think about a time when you made a decision that just felt right, even though it didn't necessarily make sense on paper. That feeling of certainty could have been fueled by synchronicities, small signs from parallel realities showing you that this was the best choice. It's as if your other selves are communicating through the fabric of time and space, giving you a sense of peace and clarity about the direction you're taking. The key is to trust these synchronicities, even when the path they point to seems uncertain. Often, the signs we receive don't immediately make sense, but over time, their meaning becomes clear. The more you align with these interdimensional messages, the more confidently you can navigate your decisions, knowing that you're supported by forces beyond what you can see. A practical way to use synchronicities in decision-making is by tuning into your intuition. When faced with a tough choice, ask yourself what the synchronicities are pointing towards. Are you seeing patterns or signs that seem to favor one option over another? If so, consider that your parallel selves might be guiding you through the wisdom they've gained from making similar decisions. Trust your gut, and remember that these signs are there to support you. Incorporating practices like meditation or journaling can also help you interpret the synchronicities in your life. By taking time to reflect on the signs you've noticed, you can gain deeper clarity about what they mean and how they relate to your current decisions. Writing down your experiences with synchronicities can also help you see patterns you might otherwise overlook, providing valuable insight into the direction your life is heading. Another layer to this is how synchronicities can influence not just individual decisions, but also the collective energy of those around you. When you're in alignment with your higher self and parallel dimensions, the synchronicities you experience can impact others, creating a ripple effect. Your decisions, guided by synchronicities, can inspire those in your life to make choices that align with their higher purpose as well. Ultimately, synchronicities are like signposts along the road of your spiritual journey, guiding you through critical decisions and helping you stay aligned with your highest self. They're not here to make the choice for you, but they offer valuable insight into how different paths might unfold, based on the wisdom of your parallel selves. By paying attention to these signs, you can make decisions that are not only spiritually aligned but also supported by the interconnectedness of all your realities. Synchronicities often serve as a direct line of communication from your higher self, guiding you toward greater alignment and spiritual growth. These moments of profound connection aren't just chance encounters, they're purposeful signs that your higher self is working behind the scenes to lead you to your highest potential. When you start noticing more synchronicities, it's a sign that you are becoming more aligned with your higher self and its wisdom. Your higher self exists beyond the constraints of time and space, existing in multiple dimensions simultaneously. So, when synchronicities occur, it's often your higher self sending you messages from these parallel realities. For example, when you repeatedly encounter the same numbers, symbols, or people, these are clues that your higher self is trying to show you something important. It's as if your spiritual GPS is recalibrating to keep you on track with your higher purpose. One of the most effective ways to enhance your connection with your higher self and better understand these synchronicities is through regular meditation. Meditation helps quiet the mind and open up a channel of communication between your conscious self and your higher self. By calming the mental chatter, you create space for the subtle messages of synchronicities to come through more clearly. During or after meditation, pay attention to the insights or feelings you receive. They are often aligned with the guidance from your higher self. Another key element in understanding synchronicities as messages from the higher self is trust. Often, we doubt the signs we receive, thinking they're mere coincidences or overreading into them. But synchronicities are your higher self's way of saying, "Trust me. You're on the right path." Learning to trust these signs, even when they don't make immediate sense, is crucial for aligning with your true spiritual path. Over time, as you follow the guidance of your higher self, these synchronicities will become more frequent and meaningful. For instance, let's say you're contemplating a major life decision, like moving to a new city or starting a new career. Out of nowhere, you begin seeing signs that point you in a particular direction, whether it's meeting someone who works in that field or seeing repeated symbols that remind you of the new location. These synchronicities are your higher self's way of nudging you toward the best possible timeline for your growth and fulfillment. Another way to deepen your alignment with your higher self through synchronicities is by setting conscious intentions. When you're clear about what you want to manifest or the direction you want to take in life, your higher self will begin to send synchronicities that align with those intentions. It's like setting a cosmic compass that points you toward the opportunities, people, and experiences that resonate most with your spiritual path. As you start recognizing and following these signs, you'll notice a sense of flow in your life. Things will begin to fall into place more effortlessly, and decision-making will become easier. This is the result of being in sync with your higher self, where synchronicities act as breadcrumbs leading you down the most aligned path. This connection is not just about spiritual growth, it also affects your everyday life, bringing you closer to the things that truly matter. A powerful technique to amplify your connection with your higher self is to practice mindfulness throughout the day. When you're fully present, you become more attuned to the synchronicities happening around you. Whether it's a sudden insight during a walk or a meaningful conversation that feels like it was meant to happen, these moments are your higher self's way of guiding you in real time. The more mindful you are, the easier it becomes to recognize these spiritual signals. Additionally, journaling can be a helpful tool in decoding the messages from your higher self. By writing down the synchronicities you experience, you can begin to see patterns and understand how they relate to your spiritual journey. Over time, you'll notice that these signs are not random but are intricately connected to your thoughts, intentions, and actions. This reflection deepens your awareness and strengthens your alignment with your higher self. In the end, the synchronicities you experience are a reminder that your higher self is always with you, guiding and supporting you. They are the universe's way of showing you that you're not alone and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The more you align with these signs, the more connected you become to your higher purpose, your spiritual growth, and the many dimensions of yourself that exist beyond this present moment. Synchronicities are more than just spiritual signs, they are powerful tools for personal and spiritual growth. When you begin to recognize these meaningful coincidences in your life, you can harness them as stepping stones on your path to higher consciousness. These moments aren't just random, they're intentional signals from the universe, designed to help you align with your higher self and evolve spiritually. The key to using synchronicities for growth is to first acknowledge them as more than coincidences. For instance, if you keep seeing repeated numbers or encountering the same situation in different contexts, it's worth reflecting on the deeper message. What is the universe trying to tell you? By paying attention and taking these signs seriously, you open the door to deeper understanding and personal transformation. It's as if the universe is providing you with clues to guide you along your spiritual journey. One practical way to incorporate synchronicities into your spiritual growth is through reflective practices like journaling. Every time you notice a synchronicity, jot it down and explore what it could mean for your life. Over time, you'll begin to see patterns that reveal areas where you need to grow or opportunities for personal development. These patterns can offer insight into your current spiritual challenges and help you navigate them with greater clarity. Another way to turn synchronicities into spiritual tools is by setting specific intentions. When you consciously set an intention for your life, whether it's to grow spiritually, manifest abundance, or find clarity, your higher self begins to send synchronicities that align with that intention. These synchronicities act as signposts, guiding you toward the people, experiences, and decisions that will help you achieve your goals. It's like having a spiritual roadmap that leads you in the right direction. For example, imagine you've set the intention to deepen your meditation practice. Suddenly, you start meeting people who are involved in mindfulness, you come across books on meditation without seeking them, or you hear about a retreat that feels perfectly timed. These synchronicities are tools to help you on your path, nudging you toward the practices and experiences that will foster your spiritual growth. The more you follow these signs, the more aligned your life becomes with your higher purpose. Synchronicities also provide a form of feedback from the universe. When you're aligned with your spiritual path, these signs show up more frequently, affirming that you're on the right track. Conversely, when synchronicities seem scarce, it could be a sign that you're veering off course or need to make adjustments. This feedback loop is invaluable for keeping you centered and focused on your spiritual journey. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in turning synchronicities into tools for growth. By staying present in the moment, you become more aware of the subtle signs the universe is sending. Whether it's a conversation, a song lyric that catches your attention, or a recurring symbol, mindfulness allows you to recognize synchronicities as they occur. This awareness helps you stay connected to your higher self and make decisions that align with your spiritual growth. Meditation is another practice that can amplify your connection to synchronicities. When you meditate, you quiet the noise of everyday life and open yourself to the subtle energies around you. In this state of heightened awareness, you're more likely to notice synchronicities and interpret them as spiritual guidance. Meditation not only enhances your perception of these signs, but also strengthens your intuition, making it easier to understand the deeper messages they carry. Incorporating synchronicities into your daily life can also help you cultivate trust in the universe. As you begin to follow these signs, you'll see that everything unfolds in divine timing. This trust allows you to release control and surrender to the flow of life, knowing that the universe is guiding you toward the experiences and lessons you need for your growth. It's a profound shift from trying to control every outcome to allowing the synchronicities to lead the way. Lastly, it's important to approach synchronicities with gratitude. When you acknowledge these moments with appreciation, you open yourself to receiving even more guidance from the universe. Gratitude creates a positive feedback loop, where the more thankful you are for the synchronicities in your life, the more frequently they appear. This practice of gratitude deepens your connection to your higher self and strengthens your spiritual alignment. By turning synchronicities into tools for growth, you begin to live a life that is more aligned with your true purpose. These spiritual signals are not just passive occurrences, they are active guides, helping you evolve into the highest version of yourself. The more you trust and follow these signs, the more you'll find that your life unfolds in perfect harmony with your spiritual journey. Synchronicities are more than just meaningful coincidences, they are often the first signs that different timelines are converging. When these moments appear, it's as if the boundaries between parallel realities are thinning, allowing glimpses of the choices and experiences of other versions of yourself. These synchronicities can act as signposts, showing you the opportunities available in alternative timelines and guiding you toward the best possible outcomes in your current reality. In many cases, synchronicities indicate that you're at a crossroads, where the decisions you make can shift your life onto a different timeline. For example, if you keep seeing signs pointing you toward a specific path, whether it's a career move, a relationship decision, or even a new place to live, these are indications that another version of you has already made this choice in a parallel dimension. The synchronicities are the universe's way of highlighting that option for you, allowing you to consciously choose whether to follow that timeline. One fascinating aspect of synchronicities is how they reflect the convergence of parallel realities. Imagine two timelines running side by side, each one represents a different version of your life, based on the choices you've made. When synchronicities show up, it's like these timelines are temporarily overlapping, giving you a glimpse of what life could be like if you took a different route. These moments of convergence can reveal opportunities for personal growth, relationships, or even career advancements that may not have been visible before. For example, let's say you're thinking about changing careers, but you're not sure if it's the right move. Then, you start encountering people from the industry you're considering, you see articles about it popping up, or even random conversations steer toward that subject. These synchronicities are more than coincidences, they are reflections of a parallel timeline where you've already made that decision, offering you a glimpse of that potential reality. The link between synchronicities and parallel timelines goes even deeper when we consider how these events often act as windows into the alternate paths you could take. In one timeline, you might decide to move forward with a new relationship, while in another, you might choose to focus on your personal growth. The synchronicities you experience can offer clues about which timeline holds the most potential for your spiritual and personal evolution. They're like breadcrumbs, leading you toward the timeline that best aligns with your higher purpose. Tuning into these synchronicities and understanding their connection to parallel timelines requires mindfulness and presence. By staying aware of the signs the universe is sending you, you can recognize when these convergences are happening and make more informed choices about your path. When you notice synchronicities repeating, take a moment to reflect on the decision at hand and consider whether it's a reflection of an alternate timeline trying to present itself. Meditation and visualization can also help you explore the link between synchronicities and parallel timelines. By visualizing yourself in different scenarios, different timelines, you can start to sense which choices feel most aligned with your higher self. Afterward, pay attention to the synchronicities that arise in your life. They often show up as confirmations, guiding you toward the timeline that is most beneficial for your spiritual growth and development. When you become aware of these parallel timelines, synchronicities no longer feel random. Instead, they become intentional messages, showing you that you have access to multiple realities at any given moment. Each choice you make affects not only your current timeline, but also the alternate realities running parallel to it. The synchronicities you notice are signposts pointing you toward the timeline where your highest potential can unfold. A practical example might be when you're considering a significant life change, like moving to a new city. Suddenly, synchronicities begin to appear. Perhaps you keep seeing information about that city, or people from that location seem to enter your life. These are signs from a parallel timeline where you've already made that move, offering you a preview of what that life could look like. Paying attention to these signs helps you make more empowered, conscious decisions. Ultimately, the link between synchronicities and parallel timelines reveals just how interconnected your life is with the many dimensions of reality. When you recognize these moments as more than coincidences, you open yourself to the possibility of consciously choosing the timeline that aligns most with your spiritual purpose. These synchronicities are your guideposts, illuminating the way forward through the infinite dimensions of possibility that exist all around you. Synchronicities play a powerful role in the process of conscious manifestation. When you set an intention to create something in your life, whether it's a goal, a relationship, or a new opportunity, the universe begins to respond by aligning events, people, and circumstances to support that manifestation. Synchronicities are the universe's way of showing you that you're on the right path, guiding you step by step toward the realization of your desires. These synchronicities often appear as subtle hints, like meeting someone who can help you achieve a goal, hearing a conversation that sparks a new idea, or stumbling across a resource that moves you closer to what you're trying to manifest. For instance, if you're working on manifesting a new job, you might notice synchronicities like repeatedly encountering the name of a company or industry you've been interested in, or having random conversations that seem to steer you in the direction of your goal. These moments are the universe's way of saying, "Keep going, you're getting closer." When you begin to see these signs, it's essential to trust that they are guiding you in the right direction, even if the path isn't entirely clear yet. Often, we want immediate results, but synchronicities remind us that the manifestation process unfolds in divine timing. Each synchronicity is a small piece of a much larger puzzle, and as you follow these signs, you'll eventually see how they all fit together to bring your desires to life. For example, let's say you're manifesting financial abundance. Suddenly, you start noticing synchronicities like finding unexpected money, meeting people who offer valuable advice, or coming across opportunities that align with your financial goals. These synchronicities are not just lucky breaks, they are signs that your intentions are being heard and that the universe is responding to your desires. By staying open to these signs, you can navigate the path of manifestation with more confidence and clarity. Another important factor in the process of conscious manifestation is alignment. Synchronicities show up more frequently when your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony with your intentions. When you're in a state of alignment, the universe mirrors that back to you through synchronicities, confirming that you are energetically aligned with what you're trying to manifest. This alignment acts as a magnet, drawing the right people, opportunities, and circumstances into your life at just the right moment. Meditation and mindfulness are valuable practices for enhancing this alignment. By quieting the mind and tuning into the present moment, you become more aware of the synchronicities around you. These moments of stillness allow you to receive intuitive insights and recognize the signs that the universe is sending your way. Through meditation, you can strengthen your connection with your higher self, which plays a crucial role in guiding the manifestation process through synchronicities. In addition to recognizing synchronicities, taking inspired action is a vital part of conscious manifestation. When you notice a synchronicity that points you in a certain direction, it's important to act on it. Synchronicities are not passive occurrences, they are invitations to move forward. For instance, if you keep hearing about a particular event or meeting someone who suggests a course of action, take that as a sign that the universe is nudging you to explore that path further. A practical example could be if you're manifesting a new home, and you keep seeing signs related to a specific neighborhood. You might meet people who live there or hear about opportunities to visit. These synchronicities are your cue to take the next step, whether it's exploring the area, researching properties, or reaching out to potential contacts. By taking inspired action in response to synchronicities, you actively participate in the manifestation process. The beauty of synchronicities is that they often bring unexpected opportunities and outcomes. Sometimes the universe delivers something even better than what you originally intended. By staying open to these signs, you allow for the possibility of manifesting something beyond your imagination. Synchronicities help you stay flexible in your manifestation process, showing you that the universe has infinite ways of bringing your desires into reality. In the end, synchronicities are the universe's way of confirming that your intentions are heard and that you are on the right path. They guide you through the process of conscious manifestation, offering subtle nudges and signs that move you closer to your goals. The more you trust in these signs and take inspired action, the more effortlessly you'll manifest your desires into reality. So, how will you use this newfound knowledge about synchronicities and parallel dimensions to transform your life? Are you ready to start paying attention to the signs the universe is sending you every day? Remember, the more you notice and trust these synchronicities, the more aligned your life becomes with your higher purpose. Don't let these opportunities slip by, embrace them, follow the guidance, and watch how your reality shifts. If you're serious about diving deeper into spiritual growth and unlocking the mysteries of parallel dimensions, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There's so much more to explore, and you won't want to miss it. If you've ever felt that strange pull, like a version of yourself from another reality is trying to reach out, this is your sign to dive deeper. In the next video, if you're seeing this, your parallel self has a message, you'll learn how to recognize the messages coming from your parallel self and how to use them to make powerful changes in your life. Don't miss out on this opportunity to connect with the guidance waiting for you just beyond the veil of this reality. Click now, and unlock the wisdom your parallel self has been sending your way.